Could you please introduce yourself?
Paul, play bass in Slipknot. Number 2.
No, number 2.
Number 2, whatever. Yeah, Paul, the bass player.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Doing awesome. Tired, but good. Yeah.
Why are you tired?
I'm getting over getting sick. That's why I've been sick for the last few days. So I'm still kind of bogged down, but starting to feel a little bit better.
When did you finish recording the new album?
2 weeks ago. Like about 2 weeks ago, just finished.
Recording?
Yeah, recording and everything. And they're mixing right now. And we started not actual recording, but we went in and started writing and everything in August 5th. We moved out to LA and started working on the album. Mm-hmm. And we had some stuff written a little bit before that, but
how many songs?
We ended up recording 29 songs.
29 songs recorded?
Yeah. I think so, 28, 29, something like that. But only 13 or 14 are going to be on the album.
Okay, but how did you come up with so many shit?
It's because we had a break for such a long time. We had some time off, got to get away from each other for a little while. So we creative things were flowing. And we got.
What do you do then at home?
I did a couple of other. I did a band up in Minneapolis called Four with a couple guys from American Head Charge. Mm-hmm. We did an album. I toured with a band called Unita, which is a couple guys from Caius. Mm-hmm. Actually, I took over for Scott Reeder, who used to be the bass player for Caius, and he was a badass bass player, and it was big shoes to fill. But I went out there. Arthur, their guitar player, is one of my best friends, and he asked. They had the tour set up, and he asked if I'd do it, and I went out and did that.
Was the record from Four? Is it released by Roadrunner?
It's not released yet. Oh. No. It's going to be released. It was a weird legal thing because I'm on Roadrunner, and the guys from American Head Charge were on a different label. So then there was like weird legal things. But now we've got those worked out. So the album probably will come out after we're done touring on the Slipknot album. So probably next year sometime, year and a half, it'll come out, and you'll get to hear it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then in August you entered the studio together with Rick Rubin?
Yeah.
And how did it go from that moment on?
It was awesome. We just started writing, and we moved into this weird, creepy mansion house, and
it's up on the hills, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty creepy, and but my room was good.
Do you live together then in that house?
Yeah, we all lived there, and we recorded. That was what was cool about it, because like at 3 a.m. we could start jamming and music, and he's
there also, or the sound engineer.
We had gear there, sound engineers were there from usually around 10 in the morning until about 2 in the morning. So, not much jamming. At 3 in the morning, we would just do much like little writing and stuff. But we did have a DAT machine and stuff like that, so we could just hit play and go to town, and anytime we wanted. And so we came up with a lot of different ideas, a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, it's much more relaxed than recording the previous albums.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was like doing the first album, because the first album we were together. When we lived up in, we did the first one with Ross Robinson up in Malibu at the Indigo Ranch, and we all lived there, and it was the same kind of vibe as that. It was cool. Yeah.
And then you were recording, and Rick Rubin came along because he owns the mansion, isn't it?
Yeah, he owns the mansion, and he wanted to produce the album. We met him when we were on tour with System of a Down, and and he started talking about wanting to do the band then, and finally when it came around time to doing it, we were like, let's give him a shot, You
knew him, isn't it?
Of
course.
Yeah, we had met him. We'd met him, a couple of years before we actually did the album with him, because we had done 2 albums with Ross, and we wanted to try something new, and like Ross is still one of my best friends, and I love Ross, and Ross is doing new stuff. He's doing. I think he's doing the Cure record. Right now. So, which is going to be awesome. I know it's going to be good. We tried something different, and it worked out really cool working with Rick.
Yeah,
Rick was awesome. Yeah.
I heard some last week. I heard 6 songs of the new record, and it sounds fucking awesome.
Thank you, thank you. I can't wait till you hear the whole thing. it's a whole different thing. You know, we threw the fucking Slipknot rule book out the window and fucking just kind of went and just did whatever we were feeling, you know, and so there's songs that are heavier and faster than Iowa. There's songs that are more technical and like, you know, like shredder stuff. There's songs that are beautiful, like, you know, I can't explain it, like a heavy, like a Johnny Cash kind of vibe, you know. I mean, there's different shit, you know, all over the place, and
lots of styles, lots of technical stuff also, and melodies. And
melodies. We explored a lot more melodies, stuff like that. But it's definitely a Slipknot album. It's the best work we've ever done. It's the most mature. We've grown up a lot as a band, and a lot as friends and as a family, you know. And we're back to being a family again, you know. So all those like rumors of people saying, "Oh, they're breaking up" and all that shit is so bullshit. And I'm so sick of fucking saying, no, we're not breaking up, because we're not. And this is not the last album, you know. This is the third album.
It's at the beginning.
It's a rebirth, yeah. It's a rebirth. It's a new one, you know. We're going back to like I said, we're going back to doing, you know, the last album we were doing, you know, these the arenas and the big show and everything, and this time we're like, you know, they went to go book their tours, and they're like, okay, so you want to do this, and we're like, you know what, we want to go and we want to do some clubs. And we went back to doing clubs. We're going to do some clubs for a while, you know, and like
just to try it out or something, new stuff.
No, just to get back closer with the fans and the kids. Strip all that shit down. Fuck all the big fire and bombs and shit. We don't, you know. I mean, it's awesome, you know, and I loved it, you know, and you know, and I'm watching, you know, like I was watching Disaster Pieces and like. When we're playing Heretic.
God, great DVD.
You know, yeah, and we're playing Heretic and the fire's going off and the bombs. I'm like, dude, that's some fucking evil Satan fucking ruling metal right there. 666 flashing. Oh, man. And I'm like, fuck yeah. But you know what? We're like, you know what? We're going to strip that down and we're just going to go back to fucking amps, us, kids, fucking craziness. You know what I mean? The kids can get up on stage if they want and fucking go to town.
Isn't it weird to watch a DVD like Disaster Pieces and just see you standing on stage, because lots of kids really worship you?
It is weird. It blows me away. You know, I can't believe that I was, you know, fucking, you know, 7 years ago, eight years ago. I mean, I was still in Slipknot, but I was doing concrete. You know, I was pouring driveways and shit, and
cleaning or something.
Yeah, and you know, pouring driveways. Seriously, like doing concrete, like fucking finishing concrete, and then going to band practice after work. You know, all tired and dirty, and waiting for what hopefully one day, you know, maybe we get a chance to do something like this, and now we do, and I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, okay.
I can't fucking believe it. You know, it's the most amazing thing in my life. You know, and I thank every fan that allows me to do this. You know what I mean? They allow me to live my dream. So fucking thank you. You know, thank you to everybody who supports our band.
Yeah. The first single, what's going to be called?
Duality. And I don't know.
What's it like?
It's heavy.
But lots of melody in it, isn't it?
Melody in there too.
And it ends with an orchestra, isn't it?
No.
Isn't that song?
No. That's Vermilion. That's Vermilion.
That's the song for Vermilion?
Yeah, that Vermilion is the one that ends with orchestra. No,
I haven't seen any titles.
No, it's Duality. It's kind of like maybe like a Wait and Bleed, a little bit, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
but it's heavy still. It's heavy.
How was it to be back? Because 2 years there were side projects going on and shit, and Murder Dolls with Joey and Stone Sour, of course. You with 4, and I heard Chris had also something else.
Had a band.
And what happened in between? Didn't you miss it?
Of course, I missed Slipknot. You know, it's like I was just doing other stuff to kill time. You know, until Slipknot got back together. You know, I mean, we needed to take a break from each other. We needed to take care of a lot of business that we had, that bad business stuff that we had going on with the band, not with each other, but like with people involved with the band, you know, like management companies and stuff like that, and we had to take care of a lot of that shit. So So we got rid of all that and had to get everything straight so we can get back to being Slipknot and not having to worry about all that other shit and just worry about us being on stage and kicking ass, and tearing down fucking shows. So, finally got to that point and here we are, to write an album and get ready to go on tour.
Big tours coming up?
We go on tour in 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. We go on tour with Fear Factory and Chimera for in the States doing
Jägermeister, isn't it?
Jägermeister doing club shows, and which is what I'm saying, doing clubs, which is awesome.
Yeah, great.
And they're all sold out. They're all sold out. They're selling out everywhere. It's like fucking awesome. And I saw Burton and I saw Christian last night because they're here too.
And also for promotion.
Yeah. And I saw them last night, and they're excited, and we're just ready to go tear it up. It's going to be awesome. And then
what did you go to yesterday?
You know what? We got here, and I went to my room and laid down. I'm sick, man. Okay. I'm fucking. I'm dying. I just want to get over this fucking cold so I can go out and do something. But did that, and then we come over here and we're with Metallica.
Yeah.
And
together with Korn.
Korn's on it too, I guess. I don't know if Korn's on the whole thing, are they?
No. In Holland it is. So.
Yeah, but I think it's just us and Metallica for most of it. But Korn's on some of it, and that's going to be fucking awesome. That's like a dream come true. Open up for Metallica. I mean, fuck. That's my, that was my guitar teachers. You know what I mean? Like when I was learning how to play, that was like I didn't have money for guitar lessons. I'd get my Metallica tape and I'd rewind it and fucking listen and play it and rewind until I got it right. You
also play guitar then?
Yeah, I started off playing guitar. Okay. And I switched to bass later. And. So, I actually write a lot of the Slipknot riffs, believe it or not.
Okay.
A lot of the guitar riffs are, believe it or not, written by the bass player. So, for all you people who think that, that all the guitar is Mick and Jim, there's a lot of guitar that is Paul.
We got a scoop over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The inside scoop. Okay. Yeah, Joey too, and Joey writes a lot of guitar too.
Oh yeah, he's a guitarist in Murder Dolls.
Yeah. I played guitar on the FOR thing, the 4 thing. With I play bass too on that. Me and Chad, their bass player who also plays guitar. We kind of switched off back and forth. Yeah. So, but yeah, I play guitar. I got guitars. I got fucking BC Riches and some.
The BC bitches.
I got a couple of fucking BC Riches. I got a couple. Telecasters and Paul Reed Smiths.
Oh, that's cool stuff. Yeah.
And some Mesa Boogie gear, and I write some guitar riffs. So a lot of the heaviest riffs you'll fucking hear are written by me too, because I'm the only one who was in the death metal band. So the more death metal riffs you'll hear,
the faster
riffs are a lot of times more me. But hey, that's cool.
Thank you very much, man.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.